I would say that I really realized that Stephanie and I were made for each other. I mean, you know, any girl that'll put up with a juggler, I think it's quite a feat.
And he taught me to eat fire in the back alley on a snowy night at about 4 a.m. next to the garbage dumpster with the snow softly falling, and I knew that was it.
Running a circus is anything but easy.
There's something really amazing about the fact that we have been able to do this for over 13 years without killing each other.
My name is Keith Meltson. I also answer to Kinko the Clown. I'm co-founder of the Bindlestiff Family Cirkus.
My name is Stephanie Mulsa, and I'm co-creator and co-founder of the Bindlestiff Family Circus.
Bindlestiff means hobo or vagabond. It's actually the stick in the bundle that a hobo would carry. We're taking a bunch of entertainers, becoming a family, and hitting the road. We're traveling around the country, totally bare-bonesing it.
Going on 14 years in creating circus as a full-time dedication, I guess is the right word.
Welcome to Bindlestiff Family Circus, world headquarters.
Are you getting good images of the warehouse? Yeah. The most cluttered, obstructed, dangerous warehouse?
Trapeze and juggling space. You can do a little bit of whip cracking and knife throwing in the front hall.
My circus skills include sword swallowing, fire eating, the human blockhead, which is the pounding of a 6-inch solid steel spike into the cranial cavity. I'm also a juggler, Diablo, I'm a knife thrower, gun spinner, lasso spinner, walk on stilts. More important than any of the acts that I do is PR, press releases, layout, graphic design, driving, accounting, all the things that really are crucial to making a circus work.
My circus talents include stilt walking, fire eating, broken glass walking. I've laid on the bed of nails. I have also done a motorcycle high wire trapeze stunt act, and sometimes I face paint at birthday parties. Behind the scenes, equally important, I have designed sets, sewed costumes, painted props, loaded shows in and out. I've driven the trucks, I've cooked the meals for 14. I book the shows.
Hi, this is Stephanie from the Bindlestiff Family Circus. Can I talk to Brad? I'm just confirming Sunday, May 14th with you. We need a couple of 9-volt batteries, a big giant bag of popcorn, one donut, Donutland or whatever. It's a prop for a clown act. A long-stemmed rose, 2 Philly Blunt cigars, and a half a dozen night crawlers. It shouldn't cost you more than $20.
I quit the circus twice a year, every single year, maybe once a year.
Running a circus is anything but easy. You have to be so self-motivated. Everything you can imagine is an uphill battle. Now, how many small traveling circuses are there in America now? 80 years ago, it was one of the main forms of entertainment. Now we're fighting everything from gas prices to insurance to the fact that people would rather sit inside and watch television.
It's a hard way to make an easy living. I mean, people say, what, you eat fire for a living?
But
well, you don't know what goes on in the rest of the, there's 6 months of the year where you're just freaking out because you're freelance and jobs don't come in. It costs about $75,000 a month to be on the road with a troupe.
It ends up being about $2,000 a day.
20 grand a week. I mean, you commit to people, you commit to pay salaries, you commit to provide insurance for them, you commit to this tour bus company to rent a vehicle and pay a driver and put him up in a hotel and feed feed 10 people.
2 years ago, we borrowed that bus. About 2 weeks into tour, the transmission fell out. $12,000 later, we were back on the road without the bus because the show had to go on. And we had moved from the bus back into a minivan, and the bus was still in the shop on top of a mountain in Asheville, North Carolina. And we're still owed a lot of money in the repairs for that particular bus.
You make a lot of promises, and for better or worse, you have to keep them. We all take calculated risks in this business. Every time that I see the aerialist go up, I get nervous. We've had some very close calls.
No insurance carrier really deals with sword swallowers. If there's a nick in the blade, if I get pushed, if I jostle wrong, I could die right then on that very stage. Fire eating is toxic, carcinogenic, it'll kill you in the long run.
I've gotten chemical pneumonia from it and nearly died. I collapsed, had to be taken to the hospital, and they had to do the show that evening without me.
I didn't know if she was in surgery, going into surgery. All I knew is I had to walk on the stage and be like, ta-da, how are you, ladies and gentlemen? It's gonna be a great day. Having no clue what the hospital situation was.
It's bad when somebody's not at a show.
We have folks coming from Ringling, coming from Cirque du Soleil, who are tired of being told what to do every second, being told what their outfit has to look like. We give the artist freedom to do what they do best.
Bindlestiff is circus and burlesque and vaudeville and sideshow and all those things. If it were just a circus, we'd be in a tent, and we'd have more elephants.
They're like, hey, Magic Brian, we're doing a show. And so then I did the show, and it was so much fun.
We're really a family.
Every circus, every production out there in the world of entertainment has a very large homosexual population. One big difference between, say, Bindlestiff and Ringling Brothers is we allow our performers to be who they are on the stage.
Scotty the Blue Bunny is a longtime circus member.
Scotty the Blue Bunny, how you doing?
He's very hard to categorize. He stands, 8 foot 2 inches on these giant platforms with huge bunny ears, wearing skin-tight spandex. He has a rare ability as a performer on stage to look out into the audience and say the truth. He's a great fire eater. He began to juggle, plays a violin. He's like a virtuoso on the violin, who would guess?
And clean in the back. Shut up.
Nobody has a better work ethic. Nobody has more hope for the future. Nobody encourages their contemporaries more than those two people.
That's why I love the circus, and that's why I love those people as people, because it's not just what they're doing on stage, It's the way that they live their lives.
I've been able to create with my hands my own dream with people that I really like.
It was so much fun. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
I'm sorry.
Worth it? I mean, it depends on what level. Financially, absolutely not. In feeling like you're actually doing something productive to the greater sense of humanity, I wouldn't do anything different.
Technically just happened was the whole back wheel gets a lot of wear and tear going in the same direction every time, so it kind of knocks the wheel out of true.
It's possible that the next show is in jeopardy. Hell no. I have to get the shows done. I have to deliver. I gotta get my